Hey folks, how are you doing? It's nice to see all of you here on my YouTube channel. Today I'm gonna tell you about a strategy that helps me make money, so do watch this video up to the end. In the description below this video you will find a link to my Telegram channel where you can ask me any questions. Besides, you will find a link to my private Telegram channel where I share my daily trading signals. Send me a direct message in my private Telegram channel and get my personal link for Pocket Option registration, which will give you a 50% bonus on your deposit. Now, let's go to Pocket Option and get started. Based on the current situation, I make a decision and open a trade for the price movement above. For 1 minute, the amount is $250. Today we're working with the American dollar currency pair Japanese yen. The transaction amount will be 5.2% of the deposit. The decision was made taking into account the signal of the Williams percent range indicator about a possible price increase. Repeated attempts of both to approach the upper limit of the Donchian channel indicator. As we can see from the chart, these attempts are continuing, but the new candle tried to reverse the direction of the price. And then it continues moving toward the upper limit of the Donchian indicator. The transaction time is ending. We're looking east. Great. We made $230. Let's continue and find the optimal entry point to the trade. The price continues to rise, but at the same time there is a strong resistance. In this situation, I open a trade for a lower price movement for 1 minute. The amount is $250. In addition to the quotation chart itself, I also took into account the signal of the Williams percent range indicator about possible price reduction. The stochastic oscillator indicator in this case did not give any clear signals. As you can see, the price is declining, but there are fluctuations that can lead the price in any direction. 30 seconds pass, a new candle opens, which is trying to grow on fluctuations. The reversal of the direction of movement is the same for a short time, and it returns to the area of its opening. The price jumps upwards east. Our profit is another $230. Yes, it was stressful. Let's continue. After the transaction was completed, the price began to decrease. It accelerates and quotes tend to the middle line of the Donchian indicator. Again, this background, I open a trade for a higher price movement for 1 minute. The amount is $250. I made this decision because I considered it possible for the price to rebound after such a decline. I didn't take into account the indicator signals in this case. After opening the trade, the price decreased slightly, then tried to unsuccessfully to turn around. Strong fluctuations have resumed, and now the outcome of the transaction is unknown. After the decline, the price returns to the opening point and the transaction freezes refund. Today, trading is greatly complicated by fluctuations and quotations, but nevertheless, we did not lose money in this transaction. That is good. Now let's continue and find a new entry point to the trade. The price reached the middle line of the Donchian indicator, after which it pushed off. At this next price decrease, I open a trade for the movement of the quotes higher for 1 minute. The amount is $250. I made this decision taking into account price fluctuations in the area of the middle line. I also took into account the data of the Williams percent range indicator, the lines of which, despite the decline in quotations, began to unfold, which may indicate a possible upward movement of the price. As you can see, the price grew after the transaction had been opened but bounced off of the top of the candle. The new candle, having opened with a gap below, began to grow steadily, aiming for the upper limit of the Donchian indicator. After that, fluctuations began again. The price made a small rebound from the top of the candle east. This time the transaction went as expected, and our profit was $230. Let's continue. The chart shows that the price, having reached the upper limit of the Donchian indicator, made a rebound. On its continuation, I open a trade for higher price movement for 1 minute. The amount is $250. When making a decision, I took into account the signals of both indicators, both stochastic and Williams percent range, about a possible price increase. After opening the trade, the price continued to decline slightly, but then began to rise. The new candle repeats the movement of the previous one, having reached the upper limit of the Donchian indicator and made a rebound. The new candle after opening continues to oscillate, but not too rapidly. The price is at a comfortable level for us, therefore we're waiting for the end of the transaction. We're looking east. We're making a profit of $230 again. Let's continue and pick up another entry point of the trade. Fluctuations in quotations continue while the price is again approaching the upper limit of the Donchian indicator. Then it begins to be fixed. At the same time, the Williams percent range indicator gives a signal about a possible price reduction. Quotes push the border up, then impulsively decline. And on their return, I open a trade on the price movement below for 1 minute. The amount is $250. When making this decision, I took into account both the current quotes, so the signals from the Williams percent range indicator are about the possible price reduction. After opening the trade, the price began to decline, but a new candle made a reversal. At the same time, it reached again the upper limit of the Donchian indicator, breaking through the entry point to the trade. Then the fluctuations resumed. The price slightly adjusted, returned to the upper position and decreased again. 30 seconds passed, a new candle opened, which began a steady decline. The transaction is being completed east. We have increased our deposit by $230, and with that, our today's trading session has come to an end. At the end of the day, we made $1,150 in less than 10 minutes. It's a good result, isn't it? Today's trading session proved that you can make a profit under any circumstances. But it is essential that you carefully assess the current situation before entering a trade. I recommend you to use indicators and remember that risk reduction helps you make a profit in the long term. I would like to encourage you to keep trading binary options because, as you can see, the analysis techniques are super simple here. And before we say goodbye, in the description below the video you will find a link to my Telegram channel where you can ask me any questions you have. You will also find a link to my private Telegram channel where I share my daily trading signals. And even more, if you direct message me on my private Telegram channel, you will receive a personal link to the Pocket Option registration, which will give you a whopping 50% bonus to your deposit for free. Now, dear friends, this is a great offer. And I do hope you found this video helpful. Thank you for being with me all this time. I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you did, please like it, subscribe to my channel and click the bell so you don't miss a thing. That's about all for today. Good luck in the market. Take care, folks, and see you soon in the next video.